Hey ladies, I just want you to date yourself. Yeah, ladies, you know how we do. And also, make sure you just, pamper yourself. But you know what's one thing that's most important? Yeah, love yourself. Thanks for tuning in with Asia C.
What is up, y'all? You already know that it is your girl Asia C, coming to you live straight from the 216. And before we get into this dating me healing series, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and put on that post notification bell so that you can know whenever your girl Asia C posts. And don't forget to put your black hearts down below. Why? Because we are the Black Heart Gang over here, y'all. Okay, in today's dating me, we're going to do the healing series. This is what we're doing in today's video. Now, the healing series is going to go on a couple of weeks, but I'm going to give you guys just a little intro very quickly to let you know dating me is all about us taking journeys and taking steps and learning how to be whole within ourselves and date ourselves and be single within ourselves before we go to the dating stage. And trust me, you guys, everything that I'm going to tell you guys today, I have learned myself and currently learning. You always learn every day how to be a whole you, right? So you're going to continue to evolve every day in being that unique you, okay? So we're going to get right into it, get into these things, and start this healing series. Okay, so today's topic is, in our healing series, is admitting. How many of you don't want to admit to some stuff? How many of you just be like, I'm not admitting to that. I'm not saying that's me. I'm not. But we're going to get into this admitting, okay? And you may see me looking down. It's because I am looking at my notes here. So I'm going to read to you guys how I came up with admitting and what I've seen in myself. A lot of times we are afraid to admit things because it shows our vulnerability. We have a popular image that we want to portray to our peers. Mostly it's wanting to be strong, tough, and guarded, when in reality, that image is only hurting us because we are first not being honest with ourselves. I'm not saying that you are a weak person. I'm not saying we're weak people. But there is some brokenness. And before being completely whole, you have to admit the cracks in the building. And when you point out the cracks, it then allows you to imagine being fixed. And once you have seen it fixed, it then gives you hope enough to find an everlasting solution. So let's think about that, y'all. You see a building, and I know some of us that live in the 216, we done seen some abandoned houses, and we see the problem. We see the cracks, we see the holes, we see the windows busted out, we see the foundation of the house crackling. But once we get ready to see that, I'm sure you looked at a house and seen an abandoned household. You imagine that abandoned house being a nice house. You envision it, you imagine it, you have that eyesight. So let's say we are that house. We are that building that has cracks in it. Now we see the cracks. We're going to admit to these cracks so that we can imagine ourselves healed and whole. Okay, y'all? So I'm going to give you a snippet of my story. I wrote my story down here. And I'm going to tell you guys, something about me. I remember a lot of times I used my body a lot to get male attention. I felt like no man wanted me just for me. because my dad wasn't there. And between the ages of 10 and 18, I had no control over his decision. But one thing I wasn't told was that I had the power and the right to choose if it would affect me or affect me. At first, I thought something was wrong with me, which caused this result or consequence, which is effect. And that was the end. And I suffered from it. I caught myself changing, which is affect. But I changed in a bad way. I became doggish, rude, and even promiscuous. Now, I know you guys noticed that I used the word effect and affect. It is a difference. You guys, when I found out this difference, it blew my mind. I was like, wait. And it was just so awesome because Holy Spirit was speaking to me one day. And I was mentally going through something. And he showed me the difference of, well, allow this situation to affect me and affect me, right? Y'all, as I'm doing this video, this is blessing me because it's life happens, and when you go back to your notes and you go back to the things that God gives you, this is just a sidebar, you guys, and he speaks to you about stuff on certain situations and you think it's just for that, and as you're going through and going over your stuff, it starts speaking to you about a current situation or a current thing or something that just happened, whatever. And I'm just smiling because Holy Spirit is bomb like that. So, and the reason why I mentioned effect is because I thought something was wrong with me. Now, effect means something that was influenced. Now, when I say I felt like something was wrong with me, I felt like what was wrong with me influenced my father not to want to be a father to me. And that was my immature thinking. And that's how the enemy would play on us. He will play on our immature thoughts and our not knowing and our feelings and our emotions and those different things like that, because we don't know. We're not in tune with God. We're not aware. At the age of 10, I did not really know too much about God. But so I was in effect mode. I thought something was wrong with me, which made the result or made the consequence that my father didn't want to be a father with me, and just a father to me. And just a disclaimer, my dad is a great dad. He's a great father. He's doing a great job right now. He's doing an amazing job for me. He's there for me every time I call. Whenever I need something, my daddy's there. He's there for my children and everything. My dad is an awesome man. This is back in the old times when I was younger. The situation was kind of rough. So therefore, my dad was stuck in a sticky place. So that's what happened. But my dad is an awesome father. So like I was saying, I took the hurt of my father not being there as a punishment. I really believed it was my fault. I was being punished for this. And I had no idea who was punishing me. I didn't know. But I was being punished. This is my end result. This was my consequence. I did this. I looked at me. I didn't look at no one else. I looked at Asia. I often looked at me and I seen the wrong in me every time. And that is effect. When you look at something as a result, as a consequence, someone leaving you as a consequence. Now, sometimes it may be the result because of something we really have done. But I'm talking about the stuff that we really did not have control over. I didn't have control between the ages of 10 and 18. I didn't. Honestly, I still don't have control on to make my father be a father, my mother to be a mother, my family to be family, my boyfriend to be a boyfriend, or whatever, if I had one. But, I can't, make them be that. I had no control, no power over that. The only thing I had power and control of is how it's going to affect me or affect me. What is it going to do to me? How is this going to penetrate me? How is this going to bother me? Am I saying don't have your moment of hurt or cry? No. But I am saying, what are you going to do? Right? And I had a key point here. Effect is when we put a period on hurt and blame ourselves for the hurt. Now, in some situations, the hurt can be self-inflicted. But we're going to talk about that on Thursday, because we got Dating Me Tuesday and Thursday. Woo, y'all. So we're going to get this ball rolling, okay? But I also believe that my unexpected, unplanned existence influenced the hurt of having a father in my life. So like I said, I wasn't planned. My unexpected existence, I was unexpected, highly unexpected, and I was aware of that situation. I knew that my unplanned existence, my unexpected existence, I knew that at a young age. I knew I wasn't really supposed to be here. I knew I really wasn't wanted, so I felt like. So therefore, I received the punishment. I received the end result that this is what happened. Because I existed and I wasn't planned, I was unexpected, this is your punishment. And that was my state of mind. And that state of mind kept me in a cycle of depression. Now we're going to go to affect. Affect means to influence something. It's the verb meaning to act on, produce an effect or change in, as in the cold weather affected the crops. It produced a change in the crop, probably killing the crops. Now, an effect can be good or bad because of my act on, my response to the situation. How I respond could be good or bad. Now, effect is when you're doing something. It's when you respond to it, you change because of it. Now, you can say to yourself, my father don't want me, right? He ain't want to be a dad. So therefore, I acted on it. What did I become? What was my change? After I came out of effect, I then transitioned to affect and became rude, doggish, promiscuous. And the rude and doggishness wasn't always there. It was there sometimes. It even caused me to be real quiet, like extremely quiet. Not say nothing and just stand there and be ran over. Because I was afraid that if I say something, I will cause them to leave. I will cause them not to want to be in my life. And that was across the board with friends, family, guy, whoever. That's what happened. That was the change. That was my act on. That was my response to the situation. Now, I do believe affect is the better option because it can go both ways. Effect puts a period on it. Affect, I can act on it, but I still have to choose. What is my act on going to be? Is it going to be a good act on, or is it going to be a bad act on? And what I did was when I realized the effect that I had, or when I called myself changing, and I changed the wrong way, I realized how it exposed me to a type of hurt in my life. And I knew I was innocent in the situation. Now, this is where our healing comes from. This is where our healing starts. When we realize and admit and understand that, yes, this situation has hurt us. This is something we did not ask for. But we have to say to ourselves, and I'm going to put the questions up here on the screen so that we can so that you can see. Question 1. How will my response in this situation help me? How would that help me? So when we go to moving to the solution and we start changing, how would my response to the situation help me? When we start going to that effect, and we're starting our changing process, before we make a good or bad decision, before we react wrong or good, how is this going to affect us? Will my response benefit me? Will this benefit me? Will my response put me in a healing state of mind? Would it put me in a healing state of mind? So I'm going to read them again. Number 1, how will my response to the situation help me? Number 2, will my response benefit me? Number 3, will my response put me in a healing state of mind? Now, I do a lot of writing prompts. So I'm going to give you guys a writing prompt that you can do. And this writing prompt is, I have the ability to be. So whatever situation that you're in right now, and it is currently bothering you, it can be a past situation or a current situation, and it is bothering you at the moment, and you know this is a situation, yes, I'm still hurt about this. Yes, this is still bothering me. Yes, this still has an effect on me, or an effect, and I have responded in the wrong way. I did not respond in truth. This did not benefit me. My response was not a great response. So therefore, I'm stuck in another place of more hurt. So now, I have the ability to be. And this writing prompt, you will write about the person that you believe you can become. With this person can become whatever you want this person to be, regardless of what your right now outer environment is saying to you. Who do you want that person to be? Who do you believe that person has the ability to be? Who do you believe that person has the ability to be? Listen, y'all, I have written stuff like this many of times, and I've written myself strong. Now that's for me, because I love writing. You can write too. Even if you're not a writer, this is for your inward healing. Before I came a writer for the world to see, I came a writer for me. I wrote for myself. I serviced me. I served me. And it's just like She Bloss said, everybody gonna benefit off of it. And they did. And they do. They gonna benefit off your servitude for yourself. And listen, everybody benefiting that. And when they benefited, it came right back to me. It came right back to me, you guys. I mean, seriously. And it's that person that you want to see when you look in the mirror. It's that person that when I look in the mirror, I'll be like, wow, she's strong. And it's not always a natural mirror, like a mirror-made mirror. Sometimes you have to call your people up, your counsel, and say, hey, look, I know I'm feeling like this a little bit. Can you tell me? Talk to them. Talk to them. They are going to be there. They're going to love on you. They're going to tell you truth. They're going to be there. They're going to be that mirror talking back to you, telling you, no, you strong. You got this. You can do this. You're not a weak person. You can handle this. Change. This change is for your benefit. So that's a good one. Even if when you do the effect and you change for the greater, right? You change for the better, right? And some influence or something around you is trying to mess with your mind. We're going to say the enemy. He's trying to throw suggestions and tell you your decision wasn't all that great. You making that decision for yourself is causing all this ruckus around you. It's because you want to be good. It's because you want to be great. That's when you can come back and listen to this video. You can call your counsel too and listen to these words. And I'm telling you, you did not make the wrong decision, because we're going to learn how to date and love ourselves and protect our peace, protect our mindset, protect us, right? Protect us, right? We got to be rejuvenated sometimes. Asia C got to be rejuvenated sometimes, because life happens. I totally get it. So I'm not coming on here with the Dating Me healing series and just punishing y'all with it and slapping all these regulations. No. Asia C has experienced it. Asia C done went through it. Okay, y'all? But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and put your black hearts down below. Why? Because we have the Black Heart Gang over here, y'all. Alright? Now, make sure you put on that post notification bell so that you can know whenever your girl Asia C posts. Alright? Love you. Hey, what is up, y'all? You already know that it is your girl Asia C coming to you live straight from the 216.
I'm calling this shot like I told you. I'm shooting my shot, that's a bold move. Little hoe trying to box to the phone booth.